Good morning, warriors. I want to welcome preschool as they are joining us in morning time. So welcome preschool. Welcome preschool to morning time. Please join me in the pledge to the Bible. I pledge allegiance to the Bible, God's holy word. I will make it a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. I will hide its words in my heart that I might not sin against God. Join me in the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, I know yesterday Mrs. Floyd started working on continuing through our catechism question. I want to back up just by way of review and where we're at. We've been talking about who Christ is and how he fulfills three offices. Does anyone remember what those three offices were that we talked about? Yes, Maria. Great. Prophet, priest, and king. And remember that we need Christ in all three of those areas. We need a prophet to tell us the word, tell us the good word. We need a priest who is a mediator, though someone who is going between us and God. We need a king because we need someone to rule over our lives, because if we're in charge, we do bad things because we're sinful and corrupt by nature. And then yesterday, you guys started learning the catechism about the resurrection and why that's such an important thing. So the question is, did Christ remain in the grave after his crucifixion? So after he died on the cross, he was put in the tomb. Did he remain in the grave? Did he remain in the tomb? And the answer is yes or no. No, he didn't, right? No. And he rose bodily from the grave on the third day after his death. So repeat after me. No, he rose bodily from the grave on the third day after his death. So we'll put it all together. No, he rose bodily from the grave on the third day after his death. Your turn. No, he rose bodily from the grave on the third day after his death. So the next big question is, where is Christ now? He's not in the grave. He's not in a tomb. It's not like we can go to Israel and visit Jesus' tomb and visit Jesus' grave, or go to a cemetery and see Jesus there. He's not there. So where is he now? Where is Jesus now? Where is Jesus now? Where's Jesus now, Sloan? He's risen. Where is he now? Where is he now? Elliot. Yeah, he's in heaven. And we know that he is ruling his kingdom and interceding for us. And the word interceding means he's being our priest. He's our go-between. He is the one that is praying for us and looking out for us and watching over us. So that's a great promise that we celebrate. We just celebrate the Easter season, and we can celebrate every day. We are talking about the virtue of openness. We talked about it last week. There is something about being too open-minded that your brain falls out. Don't want to be that. And we don't want to be gullible and listen to people that don't know God's word and we can't trust. Today I want to talk about what openness is, and I think a great way to understand it is to be open means that you are curious. What does it mean to be curious? I say that's someone who's curious. Asher, what does it mean to be curious? Yeah, so you want to do something, you want to learn something, and you don't do it because you have to. You do it because you really want to. We talk about it here at school. The teachers talk about the idea of awe and wonder. Curiosity has the ability of wanting us to learn things because it blows our mind. We're amazed by it. We want to learn about it. A lot of times, particularly when you get older, and we get old like me, you kind of feel like you know everything, and you lose some of that curiosity. Being open-minded means that you are curious, you want to learn things. And one of the best ways to do that is to ask questions. asking good questions. Now, there's a time and place to ask questions, and there's questions that sometimes are not a good question to ask. But when you're generally curious, you generally want to know something, asking questions is the best way to do that. A lot of times we don't ask questions because we're afraid what other people will think, or we think there may be a dumb question. But asking question helps us be curious. So one of the ways that God wants us to be open-minded is to be curious and to ask questions, and then to have him blow our mind with the things that we learn. Even things like, why does it rain? Where does rain come from? Those things are really kind of amazing things when you think about it. Even simple things, when you're curious about them, really can blow your mind about how great and awesome God is. So let's be open-minded, be curious, learn, and grow. Many of you are going to be taking the ERB test today. It's a chance for you to show what you know and to work hard. And one of the things that I just want to encourage you is to do your work as unto the Lord. These tests sometimes get hard. There's questions maybe you don't quite understand. You're going to do your best and do your work as unto the Lord. And the Lord will bless you for those efforts. We're singing our hymn of the month, so it is well with my soul. Just want to remind everyone that today a lot of people will be taking a test. If you see the sign about testing on the door of a classroom, we need to make sure that we're silent in the hallways and so that they have a good testing environment. So today, this is a good reminder. Do your work. The Lord be with you.